What's up guys, it's TechBrian here, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to use Vim in Linux. Now this tutorial will only cover the basics, so we won't get into advanced shortcuts, but this should get you on the right track to use Vim. Also, this guide will teach you how to install it in Arch Linux, but this step should be repeatable on every other distro. Now let's get on with the video then, shall we? Alright, so now that we're on our desktop, let's install Vim. So in this case, we're going to type sudo pacman s vim, put in your password if it asks you for one, and then just install it. Like so. So now that you have Vim installed, let's try to write a file. To do that, we're going to type Vim, and then just write our file name. So in this case, let's name it test.txt, just for fun. Now we actually have to write stuff in the text, but if you start mashing your keyboard, it won't do anything, because it's not in insert mode. So to enter insert mode, you have to press the letter I on your keyboard to make it go into insert mode. Now you can type anything you want. So let's just type, subscribe and like my channel, for example. And also, if you are reading this, go eat something nice today, right? Now let's say you want to exit Vim. Well, most beginners usually just pull the plug out of their computer. But we are professional industry elites, so we're going to do it the nice way. Press escape to exit insert mode, now press this key on your keyboard, and type W key with the right and quit, and then press enter, and it should be saved. So now if I run cat test.txt, like so, it shows our text right here. An advantage of Vim compared to other text editors is it has colored syntax in code. So for example, if you want to edit the neofetch config, this is what it will look like. Very nicely colored, and you can clearly see what code isn't hidden with hashtags. And for example, if we mess something up, then it clearly shows us that we need to get it fixed. For example, if you type off, and you leave it like that, you realize that half of the bottom is purple, so you have to fix it, like so. And that's very handy to do. Especially if you're writing code and you don't want it to mess up. Now let's try to copy text with Ctrl-Shift-C in the terminal, and let's try to write it in Vim. So let's do test2.txt, and let's just paste it twice with Ctrl-Shift-V. And as you can see, our text appear in it. Now, if you want to search for text, you have to exit insert mode and type slash. And once you press slash, you type the text you wish to search for. In this case, for example, the word subscribe. And it shows up like so. Now, there are some extra shortcuts that you can do, but I'm not going to cover it in this video because I want this to be as simple as possible for beginners. And that's about it. That's all you really need to know to use Vim like a beginner. Now, of course, you can look into extra shortcuts and customizing it to how you like, but I wish to keep this video as simple as possible for beginners. Now, as a final side note, if you have a Linux phone, make sure it has the escape key in the terminal, otherwise you can't exit Vim without closing the app manually. Now, if you're on Plasma Mobile like I am, it should have the escape key in the terminal if you want to exit Vim. TechBrian out. Wonder when I'm gonna get a real job. Following the Siberian coal mines.